You are now watching Zaclasage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel, Zaclasage here. Today we're going to be covering over another Brilliant Stars deck profile, and surprisingly it's a deck that's not from Brilliant Stars that I think is really good. It's actually a deck all the way back from Darkness Ablaze, Eternatus VMAX. So for this video I'm going to be using a heavily inspired by Alex Szymanski and Josh Franklist. They've been crushing out with Etern lately. I know that I've messed around with Etern, but I think their list without Leopard is really good, and I like a lot of the things that they've included in the deck. This deck's all about using Eternal Zone so that you have access to having a big bench filled with Pokemon. This time we're going to be going with Zigzagoon and Scoop Up Net, because with the newly released Choice Belt card, we can do a lot of damage with Dread End. So we can max that out to knock out VMAX Pokemon, V-Star Pokemon, and that's what we got going on with Etern. In the description, there is going to be a copy of the list. You can copy and paste that right into PTCGO, PTCG Live, and if you're trying to pick up any of the cards, you can go to PTCGOstore.com, plug in code Zaclasage5 to save 5%, or if you're trying to pick up the cards in real life, you can go to AtlasCollectibles.com, plug in code Zaclasage8 to get 8% off your discount, or like 8% off your cards. It's a good deal either way, right? Trying to get some of those cards, trying to get it on the low, I get it. In this video, we're going to be going over the deck profile, explaining how the deck works, tips, tricks, and gameplay, so stay tuned for all that. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments below what you're looking for in Brilliant Stars. So that being said, we're going to jump into the deck profile. Let's get it. So here's our Etern list. Like I said, we're going to be using Eternal Zone so that we're able to have extra dark Pokemon play, 8 Pokemon in total on our bench, plus our Etern in the active, and we have access to Dread End. So with Choice Belt, we're going to be doing a lot of extra damage. There's our 2 copies of Choice Belts. And we have Zigzagoons and Scoop Up Nets so that we can continuously add extra damage with Headbutt Tantrum. Some lists used to play Headbutt Tantrum before in a similar way, but since Pokemon gained a lot more HP when introducing VMAX Pokemon and popularized VMAX Pokemon, and when tag teams went away, Galarian Zigzagoon also went away because we couldn't reach up to the Pokemon VMAX HP. Choice Belt changes that all, and now Etern's back on top of the metagame. I don't think enough people are giving this deck the credit it deserves because it's super efficient. You even have Galarian Moltres, and you have access to Energy Switch to accelerate extra energies. You're only playing basic dark energies, so you can do well against things like Etern. You can do well against Mew VMAX, and you have ways to like shift your energies or your tools around with Shopping Center. There's so many cool things you could do with a deck like this. It's incredibly basic, so if you're new to the game, this is an effective strategy that will see you making top cuts way more often than you would with most other decks, because it's very efficient, very easy to play, and the deck is super fun to me. It's just kind of rewarding to play down all these cards. If you are struggling against Path to the Peak, Leopard from this set has trade, so that might be a cool addition. That being said, we're going to jump into some gameplay. Not sure if we're going to get to 1 or 2 games, depending on what our strategy is, but we'll see how Eternatus VMAX goes here. So our opponent's going to be calling the coin flip. We'd like to go first if we have the possibility to. Going second's not too bad because we do have Eternatus V's first attack. So we lost the coin flip. Let's see what our opponent's going to be doing here. So they're going to be going first. We're fine to go second. Like I said, we have Etern's attack. We can maybe accelerate some energies to it. Let's see exactly how it goes. Please don't be a deck that is fighting type. And it's a Mew deck. So we might be pretty good against this Mew VMAX deck. Or at least we assume it's Mew VMAX because we are dark type. So we're just really got to get off 1 Etern, power that up, and we should be good to go, Dread Ending our opponent's Pokemon. This is one of the easier matchups for us to hit, so I'm all about it. Even if we get a bit of a poor start, we should be okay, just because of the amount of HP that we have going on here. Now, it's fine. We can put down pretty much anything that we want. We want to just try to get out single prize card Pokemon in case our opponent does not have boss's orders or anything else like that. You can see they already got the ideal start with double battle VIP pass. So if this is a game that we're going to win, this is certainly going to be an impressive game against a Mew VMAX deck. I mean, we do have the type advantage, but most decks cannot beat Mew when it sets up this well with double battle VIP pass. That's almost a death sentence for most decks in the format. There's their energy. I'm assuming we're going to see another Fusion Strike system, and maybe we'll see a pass here. Perfect. So let's go see exactly what we have going on. We do have access to the Crobat, so that doesn't seem too bad. The Zigzagoons actually aren't going to do much in this matchup. We could really just hit like things like Genesect and stuff like that. So before we go ahead and do anything else, we want to use Great Ball to have a higher chance of hitting a Pokemon out of our deck. Let's see what we can get here. We do have another Etern V. I'm really not opposed to just putting that down. So let's go ahead and go E-turn V, give our opponent the heart, and I do want to check through the deck, so I think what we're going to end up discarding is one of these E-turn Vs and seeing what we can get here. So we have one E-turn VMAX. We probably don't want to pitch our hand away. So here, I think I'm fine just grabbing a Galarian Zigzagoon just to chill with. Let's go ahead, or actually, you want to know what? I'd like to grab out a Galarian Moltres. I think that's a little bit better in case we get some extra energies in our discard pile. So let's go ahead like this. Put this down, put this down. We are going to put the 10 damage on one of the Zigzagoons. Let's just, or on one, from the Zigzagoon onto a Genesect, so let's put the 10 damage there, just so we can turn it down into where it's an HP divisible by 30, because 190 is a little bit extra just above that. So let's say if we only have 6 Pokemon in play, we can now attack with Dread End to get there. And let's hope that we can get an energy with this Crobat. So unfortunately we didn't get it, but we did get an Air Balloon. We're going to have to go ahead and pitch this hand away, or we could just go with Marnie. I think Marnie might just be the better choice. Let's go ahead and see if that ends up working, so we can just get an energy, or two energies would be really good. Unfortunately, we didn't get an energy, but we do have access next turn to Galarian Moltres and can make anything else happen. So let's retreat, send this up, and then we're going to pass our turn to our opponent. They don't play Marnie or anything like that, so we should be able to have an explosive turn. Fingers crossed that we can get some dark energy in our discard pile and an energy switch, because that's really what's going to take. With all those energies, it's really unfortunate that we missed, but we'll see if we're able to kind of jump back into this game. That turn would have been great if we could have gone Power Accelerator, 30 damage to the active, 30 damage, and then just getting the extra energy on the bench. So we'll see what our opponent does. I still think we're in an okay spot, especially considering we do have the option to knock out that Mew VMAX once it evolves next turn. And there's a chance that they might not even be able to get out of the active this turn if they can't find a switch or an escape rope. I mean, odds are telling me that it's definitely in our favor that they're going to get it, or it's in their favor, I should say. But let's see exactly how these Fusion Strike system work. I'm sure they're probably just going to rip that switch right away. There's a Cramomatic. They get heads. We probably know what they're going to be searching for. Tails, and they discarded another Cramomatic. Oh, they're just going Boss's Orders. What are they going to bring up? Oh, the Galarian Moltres? That's okay. We have access to another Ultra Ball, so we can get that out. There's their third Cramomatic. Are they going to get it? Heads, so they did get it. So our opponent correctly identifying that they could go after the Galarian Moltres. Will they have the extra damage? I'm not sure if they played a Power Tablet yet. I haven't seen one. They currently do not have enough to knock us out. Okay, there's the Power Tablet. So they will be able to go Techno Blast knockouts. But at least we don't need to find a switching card or anything else like that. If we knock out this Mew VMAX, I think we're in a good spot. So let's try to make this happen. We're going to start off by sending the E-turn V. And Great Ball's not bad. We might just want to go fishing for a Pokemon. And in this case, I'm fine to just grab a Hoopa. I don't think the Hoopa is really necessary. Let's go ahead and pitch these away. We're trying to keep that in place so that we have access to dark energies. Let's get the... So we could pitch some dark energies away, that is. Let's grab the Galarian Moltres. Let's put this here. And let's see what we get off Crobat for 5. So we did get a dark energy. That's absolutely amazing. We're going to put this in play. Let's go like this. Yeah, we'll attack with that one. And we're really just looking for an energy switch at this point. I'm totally fine to pitch this away just so we can get an extra card out of our deck. So we have a little bit of a higher chance. We can see that we do have 2 copies of the energy switch. Let's grab the Galarian Zigzagoon. Put 10 damage on our opponents. We can't put it on their active, so let's just put it on this Pokemon. And if we get the energy switch and an energy, we're absolutely chilling. So we did not get the energy switch and an energy. We are going to try again just by sending this up. Let's attach the energy there. Let's use Dire Flame Wings. And I'm just going to go Shopping Center, putting this back. Now our opponent could just go Boss's Orders, Knockouts, or Boss Orders, Switch, Knockout. You can see we're a little bit behind because our opponent did get such a quick start, but we were able to maybe jump back into the game. So I'm going to show you all the games when it's like possible and show you all the aspects. Because even though we missed, it's just the other side. We could have easily hit the energy switch, got the knockout, and our opponent flash concedes. It is what it is. It's the life of a content creator. Sometimes you get there, sometimes you don't. So there's their Boss's Orders. Will they have the switch in order to get out of this situation? They're playing it awfully risky by bringing up the Galarian Moltres. I honestly don't know why they just keep on bringing that one up. I mean, going boss's orders is great, but will they have access to a power tablet? They might just miss here. They should have much rather brought up something like the Crobats. Let's see what they get here. Tails. I mean, this one stayed in the active spot. I don't think they've played another switch. So right now, if our opponent does not get switch or does not get escape rope, and escape rope, we're just setting up this Galarian Zigzagoon. They're just going to continuously struggle, so it seems like it's a little bit of a mistake. We do have switch. We automatically have the Air Balloon from our shopping center. So we're really hoping that we get a chance here to just knock out this Mew. Our opponent's going for their last fresh 6 cards. Please don't have switch. I know they have a really good chance of getting a switch, but if they have escape rope, this is one of those cases where the escape rope is going to hurt them, and we are going to send up the Galarian Zigzagoon. Oh, okay, never mind. That's a double turbo energy. What am I talking about? I'm still just, we're still missing there. So 210 plus 30, 240 minus. So they actually missed based off of the double turbo energy. So that's really not good for them. I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. Let's go Air Balloon here. Let's thin out our deck as much as possible. I think I'm actually just going to go... Yeah, we're just going to go for it. If we miss, we miss. We literally have nothing else that we could be doing. Let's go Quick Ball away this. Search your deck for a Crobat, and we just really need a Dark Energy or an Energy Switch in order to just get the knockout on this Mew. Then we're boss's orders away. We have the boss's orders for next turn. I don't think they'll be able to take out both. I don't think they'll be able to take out our E-turn. So right now, I think we just go ahead and attack our opponent's active. Dread Ends, knockout for a whole bunch of damage. 540, knocking out the Mew VMAX. That's absolutely sick. Let's draw some prize cards. And you can see our opponent likely doesn't play Marnie, so they're probably not going to be able to respond back to this. So even though we had a bit of a poor start, I can't speak tonight. It's one of those things. We're absolutely rolling through the Mew VMAX deck. And it's the same thing. We would have been rolling through an Arceus V-Star, hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 270. We could have just gone Zigzagoon, 10 on the Arceus V-Star. This deck cuts through Pokemon like butter, and I don't think it gets the respect that it deserves. So this is probably the only game that we're getting, because I think we're going through a really solid strategy, what we have with the Galarian Moltres and all that kind of stuff. But you could beat a lot of other decks, and I don't think our opponent's going to be able to knock us out, because they have Choice Belt there, they have a Choice Belt here, and they've already played 2 power tablets, 1 power tablet. So they'd have to play 3 power tablets in order for us to get a knockout and attack us with this in order to do what, 220? I don't think they can get the knockout at all, actually. I think we're just chilling. So we just have boss's orders just to like win the game after going Mew VMAX, Mew VMAX. Double power tablets. Switch. Maybe I did my math wrong. 210 plus 40, 240. Not sure. We'll have to see. I don't think I did my math wrong. I don't think this Meloetta is going to be able to knock us out. Our opponent's also gone down to 4 cards left in their deck. Absolutely running through all of their options. So rolling through here. So far, I really like this E-turn deck. So there's that. We're going to give our opponent the well played. And let's just use our boss's orders, bringing this right up. And let's just go for the Dread End for the knockout. 540 damage again. We could have benched another Pokemon, bring it to 600, but we absolutely crushed through that game. Let's get it. That was sick. So even though we struggled a little bit in that matchup, we did use E-turn VMAX expertly. Just go Dread End, Dread End. Like I said, it does not take a rocket scientist to fill up your bench, absolutely knock out your opponent's Pokemon in place. Our opponent maybe shouldn't have gone 3-prizer, and maybe we could have got a little bit of a better draw, but we did everything that we possibly could in that game to absolutely whop that Mew down. I think that this deck is really cool. Like I said, we could have been playing against an Arceus V-Star deck and just done 280 with the Zigzagoon knockout. We could have knocked out a lot of VMAX decks. We just so happened to hit the best deck in the format and absolutely whoop them. So whether or not you necessarily like that or want to see more, stay tuned for more Brilliant Stars content. I think it's absolutely awesome. If you're trying to pick up any of the cards for this deck, go to PTCGO plug in code ZLaSage5 to save 5% on your next order. You can also go to AtlasCollectibles.com, use ZLaSage8 to save 8% on your next order of Pokemon singles there. If you're trying to get any coaching by me, you could go to metafy.gg/@ZachLaSage. and I could definitely help you one-on-one get better at this game. Whether you're preparing for something like Salt Lake City Regionals, Brisbane Regionals, Liverpool Regionals, or the next Late Night Series events, anything, feel free to hit me up. I have a great way of teaching peeps and have a long list of successful clients that would definitely attest to that. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Stay tuned for more great content. I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have a great day. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.